As a counselor and life coach, I have to be honest. One of the biggest issues that faces as individuals and as people and as a human race is the issue of truth. Many people do not know what the truth is. Many people cannot speak their truth. For me, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Was it easy to get from that place to this place? And I'm the first to give this disclaimer. I am a work in progress. I do not have all the answers. I'm not near perfection. I do not always do the right thing. I do not always say the right things. But at the end of the day, I recognize my truth. My truth is that I want to do better. My truth is that I want to grow. And if you want to grow, if you want to become a better person, then you owe it to yourself to at least sit down and tell yourself the truth. What is the truth? The truth is whatever you are not trying to face. The truth is, are you a drug addict? The truth is, am I irresponsible? The truth is, am I a liar? The truth is so many other things, but it is your truth. And because of a lack of accountability, meaning that you do not want to acknowledge your truth, that results in a lot of problems for yourself and other people. Our society is plagued with problems because people refuse to tell themselves the truth. Not only do they refuse to tell themselves the truth, other people refuse to tell them the truth as well. I remember when I was working in corporate America, I was all over the place and I didn't have time to sit down and plan meals. I ate at every restaurant. I saw every bathroom and every restaurant this side of Florida. But I did not pay attention to the fact that I was out of control. I was eating and I was just eating because it was part of the process of sales and making money. And I put on so much weight and I was like a size 14 or 16. And nobody told me that I was big. Not once did anybody say, girl, you're putting on a lot of weight. What's up with that? Stop. People are not honest, or people are not honest because they feel that they're going to hurt your feelings. And because a lot of people feel that your feelings are going to be hurt, they don't tell you the truth. But is that fair? Come on. We live in a society where we're always trying to talk about, oh, we have to speak up, we have to represent, we have to do these things that make a difference in this world. How can you truly make a difference in the world when you can't even acknowledge your own truth? When I'm dealing with relationship counseling or when I'm dealing with individuals, the biggest issue is a lack of truth. You got to this place because you ignored the truth for so long. And then one day, what happened? Something slaps you in your face and the truth hits you. And you're like, whoa, what was that? I didn't know that about myself. I didn't understand that about myself. Nobody told me that about myself. Is it somebody else's responsibility to make you face your truth? No, it's not. That's why we have to be accountable. If you're not accountable, you're not going to be aware of the things that you need to do to get to the place that you need to be at so you can make a difference in your life. Growth is imperative. Without growth, we die. Without the ability to grow, we stagnate. Most people in life stagnate. Most people in life cannot move forward because they don't know what's holding them back. And I'm here to tell you what's holding you back. It's just that one word, truth. You're not being honest with yourself. And if you're not being honest with yourself, it makes it impossible to be honest with someone else. It is the number one critical issue in this realm today. People refuse to tell themselves the truth. Are you in a relationship where you have not told the person the truth? Or are you in a relationship where you don't even know what the truth is because you've lived a life for so long that you've assimilated that whole personality that this is who you are? And then one day you look in the mirror and you look beyond the makeup, past the makeup or past your beard, and you realize, man, I don't know this guy. Who is this guy? And how did you get here? When did you become this person? We become the people we become when we choose to ignore the truth. We become the people we become when we choose to accept that person as being the ultimate reality. Your reality is as real as you make it. Your reality is what you have determined it will be. How do you change that reality? How do you change the fact that you've been lying to yourself for so long and hence lying to other people? It's not just like white lies. We talk about white lies. I don't know, there are red lies, black lies. I always wonder if there's a colorful array of lies. Lying is lying. And a lot of us tend to lie to ourselves. When an incident happens, when something happens, you have to be accountable for your portion of it. You can't be accountable for the other person's portion of it, but you have to hold yourself accountable. Many of us get away with accountability because other people don't hold us to or that standard. Other people don't go around making you accountable. Think about school. When you were in school and when you're in high school, or forget high school, let's go to college. When you're in college, how many of your professors hold you accountable? It might be just a handful, a small percentage. But when you get to college or university, people expect you to be accountable. And the issue becomes one when you're not accountable, and then you realize, man, I'm not ready for this process, or you know what, I'm not going to make it. And you're not going to make it because you can't be unaccountable for your whole life and then show up one day and decide, I got this. It is practice. It is habit. Everything that you are, everything that you aspire to be requires constant and consistent practice and effort in the right area. You cannot tell the truth unless you practice the truth. You cannot practice accountability unless you tell yourself that you're unaccountable. You see how it works? You have to first recognize that there's an issue. Become consciously aware of yourself. Become consciously aware of your actions. I know there's a lot. It's a lot when you're going through and you're just trying to make it through the day. When you're just trying to survive, these things are not important. Your spiritual condition and your character are not as important as what you're going through in the moment. I understand that. I've been there. It's very difficult to exhibit faith when you're going through. That's why it's faith. Faith is not about believing things are great when they're great. Faith is about believing that you can make it through when things are not great. That's the real testimony. So how many of you recognize that the time to work on you is when you're really going through it? Because you can identify the problem, you can become consciously aware of what the issue is, and you can make a choice. You can make a choice to change. You can make a choice to do something about your condition today. It's a daily process. It's one day at a time. You're not going to wake up one morning and become this person that is so awesome, this person that you respect yourself. And is that the other issue? The other issue is if you can't tell yourself the truth, how can you respect yourself? How can you respect your decisions? How can you respect your actions? And how can you expect others to respect you? You owe it to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you have to start being accountable. Accountability is a self thing. It's not a selfish thing, but it's something that requires you to take care of yourself. If you're not accountable for your actions, it is not fair to expect other people to be accountable for your actions. If you're not accountable for yourself, it's unrealistic to expect somebody else to be accountable for you. But many of us go through life thinking that other people have to take up our cross, to carry our burdens, to make us our better selves, to help us to recognize things inside of ourselves that we refuse to acknowledge. Nobody can do for you what you can do for yourself. If you refuse to take care of yourself, if you refuse to start just here at this is the basic foundation. Tell yourself the truth. The reason why there's counseling, the reason why there's therapy is because at some point somebody got lost in their own reality. Somebody got lost in their life. Somebody got lost because they refused to tell themselves the truth. If you want a starting point, this is what I propose. Let's make a commitment. Commit to the truth. If you commit to the truth, I guarantee you the second commitment you make to yourself will be easy. Commit to the truth is one. The second commitment is commit to being happy. If you tell yourself the truth, happiness will follow. It's right behind. Trust me, I've been doing this long enough to know, and I am living proof. I'm not, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect being. I'm not a perfect creature. But I am every day in the struggle towards perfection. I recognize that it starts with me. That everything that I want, everything I desire, everything I aspire to be starts with me. It doesn't start outside of me. That's my gold nugget for you today. Commit to the truth and then commit to being happy. And those two commitments will open up a doorway for so much more. My name is Ingrid Felton. Thank you as always for visiting my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Subscriptions are needed. Like the videos. Also leave your comments below. And I always look forward to hearing from you. And visit my website, thejourneyoftruth.com, if you want to know more about what I do or to reach out to me. Have a splendiferous day. And remember, the truth starts with you.